Hey everybody, Wookie Builds back with another LEGO Transformer transformation video. Today we're doing animated Soundwave. The animated designs are always lots of fun because they tend to be super stylized and exaggerated. Here's a look at his van mode, and with that we'll jump right in. First thing with this guy is to just fold this front panel out a little bit. It gives us a little bit of room to work. Then to take this bumper and fold it up out of the way. You can go look at his face and his undercarriage. Next we'll unclip the wheelbases here, and that frees up his arms to fold out to the side, similar to how the toy works. There are little clip hinges and hinge plates, and then little clips and bars, and then the little rounded 1x1 plates there. Next step is going to be to get the trailer, or sorry, not the trailer, but the cab here out of the way. So that kind of just goes back there. And for the moment, I like to take his arms and fold them kind of just out of the way, give us room to work on the legs. So I'll take the arms and fold them back. Later on, we'll fix them for presentation. With the legs, this was a real fun transformation to capture. These front panels here fold out, which gives you clearance to do some stuff. The legs break apart. They're on a little 3/4 pin in there that connects them. And that little T-bar there allows this whole assembly to spin out and flip around and keep going the rest of the way. Do that same thing on the other side. T-bar here, fold that out, spin it around, keep folding it out. And go ahead and give all of his waist lower section a twist to bring it forward to the front. Configure his legs here. Get those straightened up. The windshield cab area folds up to become the feet. These are on a little nozzle. The wheels are on a little nozzle, so they twist a little bit, create that clearance. Same thing on the other side. And then pretty close to done here. Lastly is we'll configure the arms. So take and swivel them around and kind of just get the fingers looking articulate. Same thing over here. Switch that around. Just get the fingers however you like them. And then very last thing, his rear section here. These fold up just to kind of get a little more out of the way and create a little more of the mass behind him. And then this can all fold down to wherever it balances best. And then this here folds around the top. And that is Transformers Animated Soundwave. He's not perfect. He's pretty good though. His proportions are maybe a little off, and his balance is a little bit fiddly, but first try, so not too bad. Range of motion, posability and stuff, he's got moves of the joints, so his arms can do lots of motion. This is on a ball, so that can do any range of motion you need. The legs, a little less posable than most of my builds, in part because of just the balance of this big backpack here, which is straight out of the toy. You know, I couldn't really get rid of the backpack without it just not being animated Soundwave anymore. So the balance is a little bit fiddly, but otherwise he's pretty stable, pretty sturdy, lots of fun. With Soundwave, as always, there tends to be just a ton of accessories. This guy's no different. First things first, you know, these can pop up to do kind of the sonic attack, similar to the way it works in the cartoon. All of the wheels, I'm not going to do all of them, but I'll show you one. First of all the wheels fold forward to emulate speakers, so that he can once again do that sonic attack. And if you want, you can have the wheels, you know, transform, air quotes, into speakers. So we built these little accessories. So all four, or I built these little accessories, all four of the wheels can be swapped for this little green panel, so that then he's really doing the sonic blast at you. And then Soundwave always has tons of accessories. It doesn't really matter which generation you're talking about. This one comes with two of the coolest accessories I've ever built, which are guitars that transform. This is a little keytar piano thing. it folds up. Oops, that broke there. Folds up into wings, out into wings, and then you fold his little head up, and you got a, you know, reasonably convincing little bat. The toy itself and the cartoon design were like sort of a lot to try and capture with Lego, so this Rat Bat's maybe a little bit of a compromise, but come on, he's a keytar that turns into a bat. And better yet is Laserbeak, who is a screamin' flying V heavy metal guitar, wings fold out, you know, head folds to give just a little bit of posability. I used a printed tile. It's a 1x1 tile with red print on the front from one of the Speed Champion sets, but you could do all sorts of things. You could swap it with you know, a rounded plate or whatever, depending on what parts you had. The other thing is I've got these chrome grills. They don't make the chrome grills anymore, but you can find them still on places like Bricklink and whatnot. This is definitely by far my favorite part of the build, and one of the coolest accessories that Transformers has ever sort of made me build. And he holds both of the guitars. They go right here on that little peg on that jumper plate. Oops. Spin that back around. And actually, tell you what, we'll oops, get him to balance again. We'll actually put Laserbeak on his shoulder. Oopsie. Like I said, balance with this guy isn't perfect. It's not bad, but it's not perfect. Laserbeak, you know, we'll turn him into a little bird again, and then we'll actually put Laserbeak up on his shoulder. Because what good is it to have a loyal, menacing bird if you don't have him perch on your shoulder? And then the Rat Bat we can go ahead and turn back into the keytar. Maybe put that in his other hand. So now he's got both of his accessories going. Last piece, I'm going to get this main figure out of the way. Last piece with Soundwave animated is he actually was a little robot before he became Soundwave. Oops. I think the character Sari has like the Allspark or whatever, and turned him, this little music bot, into the big thing, the big guy. He can transform into a little cassette slash, you know, music box or whatever. And he's got a few different speakers that, you know, work different ways in the cartoon, where these will pop out onto the sides or onto the top, depending on some of the different scenes he's in. So I'll show you what that looks like when he's a robot again. Whoopsie. Little cassette bots are always a little bit fiddly. Only so much you can do at this scale. But yeah, then this will go up top, this will go on the side, and same thing on the other side, so that even when he's still a benevolent little proto-Soundwave, he pumps out a lot of sound. So that's it. That's a much longer video than normal because Soundwave had so many accessories to walk through and a fairly complicated transformation, but ultimately it's a lot of fun, really good take on the character. I'm really happy with how he came out. Capturing the animated designs is always a challenge because they work so weird and so cartoony. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video and keep tuned in. I'll keep working on sweet Lego Transformer content. Bye.